It's 7 a.m. Your alarm goes off. You check your phone, realize you're 5 minutes late, and a familiar spike of adrenaline hits your chest. You're stressed, about 5 minutes. But here's the weird part. If you took that same stress and teleported it back to a human living just 1,000 years ago, they'd have no idea what you were panicking about. Not because they were calm, but because they literally wouldn't know what 5 minutes meant. Think about this. We are obsessed with time. We track it, we sync it, we obsess over every ticking second. But for almost all of human history, nobody knew what time it was. You couldn't be late because late hadn't been invented yet. The average person today checks the time dozens of times every day. Ancient humans? Many of them never even knew their own age. When was the last time you looked at a clock? Probably less than 5 minutes ago. Imagine trying to explain 10:24 p.m. to a human from 5000 BC. That would sound like you were speaking a completely different language. See you at 3 o'clock would be like telling your friend, see you at blue. To them, the day wasn't a series of numbered boxes. It was a gradient. It was the color of the sky, the position of the sun, and the rhythm of your own body. So, what did you do? You used the only clock that actually mattered, the Earth. If you were a hunter-gatherer, your schedule was governed by nature. You woke up when the birds started chirping, and you headed back when the shadows got long. It was flexible. If you were having a great conversation, you didn't check your watch to see if you were over your time limit. You just talked until the sun dipped below the horizon. Then humans did what humans always do. We got impatient. Someone had an idea. What if we let the sun tell us the time? The sundial worked beautifully until the sun disappeared, which, unfortunately, happened every single night. Imagine spending months building a sundial only for the sun to go down and your entire invention to stop working. Humans looked at leaking water and somehow thought, you know what? This can replace the sun. Of course, it wasn't perfect. Water froze, water evaporated. Nature basically looked at humans and said, nice try. For the first time, humans were trying to catch something that couldn't even be touched. But then, something unexpected happened. Clocks stopped being tools. They slowly became bosses. Imagine living in a village where one bell decided everything. Wake up, pray, work, eat, sleep. Not because your body wanted to, because the bell said so. Then everything changed. Factories arrived, and factories had one rule. The machine doesn't wait for the sunrise, it waits for no one. Factory whistles told people when to work. School bells told children when to learn. Somewhere along the way, humans stopped using the clock. The clock started using humans. And then the trains arrived. Here's a fact that sounds fake. Before the 1800s, every single town had its own local time based on the sun. Noon in London wasn't noon in a village just 50 miles away. It was all slightly different. But then, the railways connected the world. If you were a conductor trying to keep a schedule, you couldn't have every town running on its own personal sun. You would crash. So the railways basically told the world, forget the sun, you're running on our time now. We invented time zones just so trains wouldn't collide. We standardized the entire planet because we valued speed over the local reality of the sun. That's when things really shifted. We didn't just measure time, we forced the entire world to synchronize to a single beat. And here's the part nobody talks about. Today, your smartwatch knows the time, your phone knows the time, your microwave knows the time, your car knows the time, and somehow, you're still late. Think about how you feel when you get an email at 9 p.m. You feel like you should reply. Why? Because the clock says you're still on the clock. You've let a digital number invade your dinner, your bed, and your weekend. Isn't that strange? We invented machines to save time. Somehow, we ended up with less of it. Somewhere, 10,000 years ago, the sun disappeared behind the hills. A hunter stretched. Someone laughed around the fire. A child was already asleep. Tomorrow would arrive whenever tomorrow arrived. He never wondered if it was 10:47 p.m. Tomorrow morning, your phone will tell you exactly how many minutes you're already behind. The sun never changed. We did.